welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I am excited for today's pick a card because today we are going to see what new relationship, what new person, what new connection is coming in soon in love, and what will happen with this person. Who will it be with? We'll get all of that info today. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find your girl. Other than that, you can pause the video if you need more time with the piles, and you can always pick more than one pile as well for all of my readings. For group one, we have the pink stone, and we'll be using the Crystal Visions Tarot. For group two, we have the white stone, and we'll be using the Phantom Tarot. For group three, we have the yellow stone, and we'll be using the blue Rider-Waite. And for group four, we have the purple stone, and we'll be using the purple Rider-Waite. So go ahead and pause the video if you need more time, but we're just going to jump right into it. Alright, if you chose group one with the pink stone and the Crystal Visions Tarot, this is your reading, tapping in to see what new relationship, what new connection is coming in soon. Who is that going to be with? And what will happen here, Spirit? This is for group one with the pink stone. Please show us what new relationship and connection is coming in soon for group one. Ooh. So first of all, there's a strong like savior element to this reading already. The first card that came out for you is card number 22. It says official person. And then we have card number 26, great fortune. There's even a plane going by in the background. So you may be traveling soon, far and wide, somewhere you've never been, out of the country. This is just giving me like royalty vibes, like the royal family kind of vibes with official person. But official person and great fortune, it feels like this person may have some sort of like notoriety, but it feels like in a public standing kind of way where it's like they could be a humanitarian or they could be in government. They could be well known, well respected. They could, of course, you know, have like fame or notoriety due to like them being an entertainer or something like that. But right away, it's just giving me like strong, well-known person vibes, but it feels like in a very professional kind of way. And connecting with this official person is tapping you into great fortune. So it's like we have imprisonment, card number 29, and then we have card number 12 with the privileged lady. So it seems like you guys have kind of been locked up in a cycle, or in your current situation, you may be someone who daydreams quite a bit. You may be someone who, like during the day as you're like doing regular tasks, you're thinking about an alternate reality that you're in, and it literally plays out, you know, in your mind, and you got a whole world up there. You could be very fantastical, very someone with a strong daydreaming quality. That could be something that you do frequently. And it feels like that may be the thing that actually manifested this here, but the new relationship coming into your life is kind of saving you. Like I said, there's this like kind of savior dynamic with this person from some form of imprisonment. That could be your current relationship. That could be your current reality. If I had to say, I'd probably say it's your current reality that they're saving you from. Because there feels to be like a huge lifestyle change happening as a direct result of being in this relationship. And then we have the privileged lady here, where it's giving kept woman or kept man. It's giving house husband, housewife. There's a strong energy here of you being able to just kind of live a life of luxury, to be honest, and stepping into great fortune. Wow, I didn't expect that, group one. Oop. I'll take them all, but thoughts I don't think was supposed to come out. So we have high honor again, another card talking about like high honor, this person having some sort of fame, some sort of notoriety, some sort of like very big public standing. This person is likely very popular. It's giving such strong royal family vibes. And I'm not even a royal family kind of girl. Like, I'm from the United States. We don't have royalty over here at all. Like, no one, we just don't think that way. I'm not looking for that. I don't fantasize about that. So it's not coming from me, honey. But that is like the vibe that I get here for sure with high honor. It seems like this official person has like a title, a very respected title. We have the child here as well, and we have the gift. So for some of you, this person may be gifting you a child. If you had been wondering if you would ever have children, that could be a gift that you receive from this person, more so from the universe. If you felt like, oh, I don't know if it'll ever happen for me, or, you know, you often think about that, you felt called to that, I do see that happening. And also I feel this person being a gift to your child if you do already have one. And that means they're fully stepping up and taking responsibility and taking that child in as if it is literally their own. And I just get a heavy, strong whisking away type of vibe here, where it's like you're being whisked away by this person to another country, to another place. Far horizons. It feels like you're moving as a result of this relationship. It does feel very serious as well. And then we have the thoughts card that came out as well. Like I said, I don't feel like that one was supposed to come out. Spirit, can you clarify thoughts? How does this apply to group 1? We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So you may feel like this is very overwhelming. You may feel like it doesn't make sense for you, or you're not worthy. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Seven of Swords can be a card of self-sabotage. So Spirit is saying don't allow your own limitations to keep you from what is actually available to you. Knight of Wands, full steam ahead. You want to allow yourself to pursue this connection and to lean into it. But Knight of Wands is a card of already kind of being in a position of manifestation. So perhaps you never even thought of this as a possibility for, for yourself. And then it's like it's coming in. It's just so foreign to you. It's so unexpected. It's something that you really never saw coming. So it's kind of hard for you to accept that this is what life has kind of unfolded for you. I mean, I would definitely be shocked personally, because like I said, I'm from the US, so we don't have any of that kind of like, we don't have that monarchy or any of that here. So it's like not even something in our mind. The first time people over here really got obsessed with anything like that was like, I don't even know these people's name to even say. The redhead and the girl who was on Suits. Don't get me to lying. Meghan and Harry, is that his name? Listen, I don't know these folks. I'm just saying. Spirit, what is coming up for group 1? Oh, nice. Yeah, it feels like you're in a place where you're in control and you like control. We have deciding what you want and confident and grounded. We also have obvious love interest and all over you. So what I can say is that this new connection coming in is exactly that. It's new, but there may already be someone on your mind, someone on your heart that you're kind of hoping you would end up with. And you're gonna kind of have to decide what it is that you want. We have sacral chakra based connection as well. So with all over you, I wouldn't be surprised if that was like really the vibe with this person. It seems like there's someone in your life already, group 1, who you do have a strong connection with, but it's based on physical intimacy. and maybe you were hoping that things would kind of grow in a positive direction with them. Not saying that it isn't. I don't see anything to say that it isn't going to go in a positive direction with them. But I see this official person, you know, this new person kind of coming in really hot, being really different, and your life kind of taking you on a whole other path where you may literally be moving to a new country, to a new place, all new people, all new friends in your life. Like your life is getting a revamp. Everything is changing. Everything is different. So I feel like it was just really unexpected, and it's hard for you to remain grounded in this new reality because there's this obvious love interest, someone who's been on your mind or someone who's been in your life for a while. And it feels like even with that Knight of Wands that you may have been manifesting something with someone else. Like it feels like you may have been manifesting with something with someone that you already know. Also, it kind of feels serendipitous with this first person where it's like very random how you guys even end up connecting. It's like you just so happen to be working at the place that they get coffee at the morning on their way off, you know, back to wherever. It's like something like that where it's very unexpected, and it's like, how did this even happen? I did not see my story going this direction. In theory, it shouldn't go in this direction because it's just so random, and it's like, how is this my reality? It's just a lot. It's just a lot. That's the energy that I get. It seems like there's already someone in your energy, group one. We have give me a hint in deciding what you want. So for some of you, this could be someone who does a lot of fantasizing about you, but that you haven't leaned into, like you haven't pursued this connection with them. Spirit, is give me a hint the same energy? We have the Strength card and the Five of Swords in reverse. So this is definitely tapping into someone who you've already probably decided that you weren't going to deal with. I mean, Five of Swords in reverse is like, you give me F-boy, F-girl energy, I'm not going to take you seriously. Strength card, I'm better than this, or this is just something that I can handle. This is just something for the time being. This is just something that's kind of keeping me entertained. Is giving that kind of vibe. With the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck, there's kind of this like knowing that you have that you would eventually walk away from this connection. For those of you who are engaged in this connection, you just didn't think it would be so soon. And also for something that feels kind of unpredictable or unlikely, it's hard for you to believe that the first person who came through is like where you're supposed to go, or someone you can trust, someone you should move forward with. And I feel like that's just because they may be asking a lot from you. Like they may be asking you to move right away. They may be asking you to make some really big risks. And especially if you already have a child, that would make perfect sense to me why it's like, listen, this isn't sunshine and rainbows. This is real life. I can't just like release my inhibitions and traipse across, you know, the world for you. Yeah, this person, oh my goodness, there may be a few people in your energy, group one. We got crushing for a while and previous lover here. And I'm like, okay, this person who's been crushing for a while, are they the previous lover, or is the previous lover someone else? If I had to say, I'd probably say the previous lover is someone else, because there's no need to crush when you've had someone. So I'm going to say that this is two different energies. But we have crushing for a while. I definitely feel like that's the, you know, give me a hint person. It's like you've been on the fence about them. I feel like they don't have the ability to give you what it is that you want for whatever reason. They may not have the look that you're looking for to settle down forever with. They may not have the resources or the lifestyle that you're looking for. Like something about that feels like you very much so know why you don't want to be with them, or you haven't given them a chance. And then we have this previous lover. You know, I will say this also happens a lot when you have those kind of world card moments where it's like everything's coming full circle and you're stepping into like a new reality. The journey is complete and you kind of just get to live. People start coming out of the woodwork. Soon as you're stepping into a new reality, all sorts of people from the past start coming out of the woodwork because they can feel energetically that they're losing access to you and they're unaligning with you, essentially separating from you energetically. Your paths are no longer tied together anymore. They're separating and you're able to move forward on your own path and go do your own thing. That happens quite a bit. So if you've been seeing a lot of angel numbers that kind of hint to like specifically a cycle ending, maybe combinations of 9s, combinations of 1s and 0s, that will tell you a lot about where you're at. Spirit, can you tell us about this previous lover? They may be the 10 of Wands. We got the 10 of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Anyone who's had you in the past, I feel like you kind of feel like you're too good for them. And you know what's crazy? How King of Pentacles in reverse, you couldn't believe that this first person is someone you should trust and move forward with. King of Pentacles reversed, but you're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, a perfect match to the King of Pentacles. So there's also this like doubt that it's like, I know I'm better than XYZ, but I don't feel like I'm as good as this offer coming through. I personally, me as a reader, I want to believe it's just because you're nervous because they're asking so much of you. I don't want to believe that you really can say in one breath, yeah, no, I'm above that situation. I'm above that past person, but also this other person's too good for me. Like, you got to pick one. You know what I'm saying? You got to believe in yourself, because I want to believe that it's just because it seems so foreign. Yeah, we got the Fool card here. That's a new beginning. I was just saying 1s and 0s. We got card number 0, the Fool here. But we also have the Devil. So I feel like there's a lot of people in your energy, group 1. There's a past lover. There's someone who's been waiting in the wings for you forever. Me personally, I almost get offended by that kind of energy. Like, hang it up, give it up. I just personally don't like it. I don't like it. Like when you tell someone like, yeah, I'm not interested, and they just wait for you to get vulnerable so they can slide in. I hate that. I hate when people do that. It feels unfair. But yeah, we got the Fool card and the Devil. So there's an energy of someone kind of waiting for you to lower your boundaries so that they can slide in. With the Fool card, there's this very big and new beginning, this huge manifestation coming into your life. We got the 10 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles, you've been building, growing, working on yourself, doing everything in your power to level up, to become the version of you that you can be proud of, even outside of any official person or any person with power coming into your life. You've been wanting to be someone that you can respect, and you've been working on leveling up yourself. So snaps for you, group 1. It seems like you're on top of it. It seems like you're doing the most to make sure you can get a favorable outcome no matter where that is. But I feel also that you kind of feel like you weren't as ready as you thought you were, with the way that you're very hesitant towards this person. But again, I feel a lot of pressure with them. They probably are used to giving their way. So I would not at all be surprised if it was really just more of a timing thing versus a trust thing. You may not have trust issues. You may be able to trust someone just fine. But it's just like the fact that you have to trust them or depend on them so quickly is just really unnerving, and it's a lot. We have the Page of Wands in reverse and the 10 of Swords in reverse. So yeah, we got a 10-10 moment here. We had the 10 of Wands before. Now we have the 10 of Swords. Those combinations of 1s and 0s, I tell you. Yeah, 10 of Swords in reverse with the 10 of Wands, someone that you've moved away from and decided you weren't going to be with. 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords in reverse is trying to keep the door open, trying to stay in your life. There's going to be a previous lover coming back, checking on you. Someone who's been crushing a while, still in your energy, trying to take you on a date. I wouldn't even go on the date. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth a free meal to be stuck with someone for hours that you know you don't like. You know what I mean? And then we have the Page of Wands in reverse. And that can also give people an excuse to continue to pursue you, you know. Make people feel justified in even going crazy on you. Like if they get frustrated, you know, and start to feel like, oh, you're playing games. when they do things for you and you allow them to, that can make them feel justified in whatever they want to do. So yeah, King of Wands at the bottom of the deck, a lot of powerful people in your energy. Some of them powerful for the right reasons because they've worked for it and they're an official person. Some of them powerful for the wrong reasons because they've been observing you, getting to know you, and they know a bit much about you to this at this point, where it's like they have power in the sense that they have observed you long enough to know how to get through to you, how to win you over. So just be careful. There's a lot of people in your energy. Spirit, who are they going to choose? What is group 1 going to do? One of them fell on the floor. We got deep knowing, which is good. So ultimately, with that confident and grounded energy that came up before, I would say continuing to ground yourself, continuing to strengthen your solar plexus and your crown chakra. Crown chakra, so you can know and see what spirit is communicating to you, how spirit is trying to change your life and guiding you. And solar plexus, so you can feel like deep in your inner being, deep in your soul, deep in your spirit, that deep knowing that tells you what to do. With Yang, card number 1 in this deck, with Yang, it seems like you're going for the person who has the most resources, who has the ability to provide you exactly what it is that you need. And it doesn't mean resources in the financial sense where it's like you're dating for money. Some of you guys flat out are. It's real life out here, okay? But resources in the sense that they have the ability to match your energy, match your hustle, if anything, but match the lifestyle that you kind of want for yourself and that you want to go into, and that isn't going to try to make you compromise your boundaries. Bottom of the deck, we have the tribe, someone who can make you feel like family or give you a family with the child card and the gift that came up before, if that's what you're looking for. But a lot of people in your energy, group 1, so be careful, okay? That is what I have for you. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the White Stone and the Phantom Tarot, this is your reading. Tapping in to see what new relationship, person, connection is coming in soon. Who will it be with? What will happen in this connection, Spirit, for group 2 with the White Stone? Please show us for group 2. What new relationship and connection is coming in for group 2? Nice. So first we have the gift here. You know, the gift represents like outside influences as well. So if you've been getting like the Tower card or the World card, a lot of major arcana, as you've been like getting tarot readings and things like that, I would say take that as a good sign, because it's spirit letting you know that there's things changing in the background. The gift talks about like your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, even work that you've done in past lives coming to a head, where you're now receiving like your positive karma for that in this life. So even though the Tower can be kind of like uncomfortable, yeah, we have the Courthouse that just came up too. So I'm getting strong marriage energy, and the Courthouse is such Tower card energy, or like Judgment card energy, because it's the day when, you know, you kind of get held accountable for the things that you've done. And it's the chips falling where they fall. And not everyone gets a happy, positive outcome. Ooh. Wow, you've been put through a lot, group 2. And you are, oh, thank goodness. We got the coffin here. Oh my goodness. All right, let's talk about what we have here. So we have the gift, and we kind of already talked about that. Definitely the next relationship coming into your life is going to be a gift to you. Someone who benefits you as well, especially if you've always been the teacher, if you've always been the leader in relationships, if you've always been the chaser, the pursuer. The gift card is really, really nice. That's an energy of something not coming from you, but something coming to you. So that'll be really nice. But look at this. We got false person. So you could have had a twin flame or soulmate denial, a twin flame or soulmate like someone masking as a twin flame or a soulmate. This person may have even been spiritual and acted excited about your spirituality and tried to convince you that they were spiritual as well, but you may have saw slowly but surely through their actions that they weren't, or that they don't really respect spirituality and what it's all about. And, you know, being empathetic towards your next person and giving to them as they give to you. They could have been a very selfish and vampiric person and seen you as the perfect source that they could kind of suck dry, and did exactly that. And by the time you kind of caught on, it may have been too late. But with the false person, I feel like the reason that this courthouse energy is coming up, the reason that there's this kind of judgment day energy for someone, is because you may have even been supposed to get in a relationship sooner, but you may have ended up back on a cycle with a past person or with a new person that was a false twin, a false soulmate, but really did convince you to move forward with them. And I'm all about accountability. But sometimes people really do just like bold-faced lie and do the most to get you to do what they want you to do so they can get whatever they want from the situation and then move on and kind of leave you down and out. And I feel like this is one of those exceptions where genuinely the majority of the blame is probably on the other end. With false person, someone was definitely masking toil and labor. They may have had you doing all sorts of stuff for them. They could have, you know, literally had you driving them around or paying for the bills if it was a situation like that, or doing all the chasing, paying for dates, paying for gas, paying for this, paying for that. Even like fun things like paying for the bottle, like what? All the party favors, that was on you. So yeah, I'm picking up on a very low vibrational situation here. And with the coffin, that is finally coming to an end. And with the courthouse, it is judgment day. And I just even heard friends. So if you had a friend that was like low-key and op and kind of getting you out of alignment, you are receiving a gift while the world is kind of crashing around you. Like really, stuff is like really hitting the fan. And for you, you're sitting pretty, you're getting the better, you know, end of things, where it's like someone flat out lied and made it seem like they were a friend, made it seem like they were a good person, made it seem like they were on what you were on, whether that's spirituality, whether that's like their ambition and what they wanted out of life, but was just a bold-faced lie. And you're moving into a connection that is a gift to you. One more, thank you. Wow. Yeah, we got the Lovers and the Courtship card here. And this isn't even the tarot. And we got the Lovers card. So this is like divinely guided connection energy here, especially with the false person coming up before. Someone convinced you that they were your true twin, your true soulmate. And it just feels like they really told you whatever you wanted to hear to make you believe that that's who they were. It's giving strong, like, manipulator vibes, strong opportunist vibes by the way they kind of studied you. It's really kind of like sick, like how they studied you to see like, okay, what do you respond well to? What do you not? And then all of a sudden you may have noticed that they always wanted to talk about the things that you would respond well to. So say you're like, yeah, I'm really into crystals. All of a sudden they have a crystal and crystal this, crystal that. And it's like, I never saw you with crystals before. Like, as soon as I mention it, all of a sudden it's, but in the meantime, you know, it's kind of weird. You're kind of like, oh, okay, that's strange. But the excitement of finally connecting with someone that you resonate with is kind of taking precedent over like your conscious mind that tells you, something may be wrong here. So you let this person in, you move forward with them, and it's like, finally, that person is getting their karma. That situation is also coming to a close. The 19 on the coffin card is really sticking out to me. This may have been in 2019, but this person is finally getting their karma. And we have the Lovers card and the Courtship card. So you're being courted, you're being taken out, you're being treated very well. And the Lovers, especially in the tarot deck, is like a true divinely guided connection. When spirit leads two people in here into the same place at the same time, you know, to kind of have their story, their love story. But it feels like someone knew that that's what you were looking for, or someone knew that that's what you were aligned with. So they swooped in like right before. We have occupation and family room. The family room is basically like the collective and your community. So you may share a community with this person. You guys could be from the same background in some way. You could share the same friend group. They may have even turned like your family against you in some way, or they may be ostracized by their own family, and spirit's like, okay, that should have been the first red flag here with this person, you know. And we have the occupation card. So this could be someone that you met at work, or your next connection you could be aligning with through work. So if you've also been feeling called to a new job, it can be hard to let go of your old life, your old job, the old way that you did things. But I would say let it go group 2, because spirit is leading you to this new life. And it's like out with the old, in with the new type of energy. You're not going to be, you know, missing or losing out on anything. You're really not. Like, the way your life is going to turn around for the better, I feel like you'll be genuinely shocked and surprised. Nice. Yeah, we have everyone can see it and showing vulnerability. With everyone can see it, I'm not going to lie, I feel a little bit of a almost like a little bit of a passive aggressive energy with that, where it's like someone's spirit guides like, yeah, because they get to go out and people actually get to see them. So for like a small portion of you, or maybe 1 or 2 of you, you may have even had to keep your past relationship with on the low. Like, you guys could be at the same party and not speak to each other. But with this connection, it's just so clear. The new connection coming into your life, everyone can see it. Everyone can see that there's a connection there. And this person is showing their vulnerability towards you. They're not trying to hide it, not trying to pretend that you guys don't have anything. Everything isn't on the hush and on the low. It's like open. It feels free. And we have doing it the right way. So I feel like that's why the courtship card came out, because group 2, it's feeling like you've never been properly courted, or it's been a long time since you've been properly courted. You're doing it the right way with this person, and more importantly, this person is initiating doing things the right way. So it's important to them that they take you out. It's important to them that you guys go out and that you see things and that they feel useful in your life. You know, you may have dated people that felt totally fine with you feeling like they're a bum. You could look at them with just absolute discontent, and they're fine with that. They're that low vibrational that they're fine with that. So we have letting it fizzle out. There may not be an official closure or an official ending with that situation. You may be letting it fizzle out over time just by not hitting this person up. In the beginning, they'll probably call your bluff. They won't feel like it's real. They won't feel like you're really going to stop talking to them. But in time, they'll definitely see it. And don't be surprised if they try to spin the block, okay? We have the shacking up card here. That could definitely be what kind of kept you guys together. If you were shacking up, if you were living in the same place, and this person always comes back around, it could have been very karmic. We have shacking up, familiar face, and making the first move. So this person may be used to you always hitting them back up and being empathetic, providing housing for them. Listen, especially in these colder months, you better be careful. People will really use you, get in a relationship with you. Why do you think cuffing season? Listen, cuffing season is jail, okay? I'm not trying to get cuffed. I'm not trying to be cuffed up by nobody, okay? But yeah, there could be someone in your energy who wants to move in with you, who wants to move very quickly with you, who's trying to get you to shack up with them. And with the familiar face here, it feels like this is someone who's karmic, who's been in your life for years, honestly. months or years, and it's just like a repeat, a repeat, a repeat. And with making the first move, they're used to you coming and kind of welcoming them into, you know, your house, your sacred space. And you're not doing that this time around. And at first they're just like, oh, it's been a while since they hit me up. Like, they're doing their thing, mooching off of someone else. They're doing their thing. And then they're kind of like, okay, hold on. What happened to group 2? Like, how come group 2 hasn't hit me up? How come they haven't made the first move? How come they haven't, you know, made this happen? And then they spin the block. We got the World card. So here you are, group 2, stepping into a connection that kind of feels like fate. It feels like I took the winding path in life, but I learned a lot from it. I took some L's, but I'm also taking some W's. Ultimately, I get the last laugh. I'm winning. 8 of Cups. The World card and the 8 of Cups. So this connection that you're moving into, let's get more about that. 8 of Cups, we already know you're walking away from that past relationship. And the World card is everything coming full circle. The World card is also kind of like best case scenario type of energy. So Spirit, can you show us more about this new connection? Can you show us about this Lovers card connection? I just heard you don't have to save with this person, interestingly enough. So this could be someone who has a lot of wealth. We have the 6 of Swords. You're likely going to make a big move with this person. And we have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So you won't have to pinch pennies with this person. You won't have to hold back. It seems like you may have had to have really strong boundaries that even kind of changed you in a sense, because it was uncomfortable to constantly feel under attack or to feel like you had to hold up super harsh boundaries. Even for you, it felt like, okay, yeah, I can feel consciously like I do feel like I'm doing a lot, but I have to, because if I don't have strong boundaries with this person, they'll take advantage. And with this person, with this new connection coming in, 6 of Swords, you may be literally moving from your past place to move forward with them, especially with the shacking up energy. I feel like that's a huge problem with this person. If they know where you live, if they have access to your home, it's like, yeah, that's been a problem. So they're taking you out of that situation. And we also have the Judgment card here, which is really nice energy. Judgment card is people being held accountable. So the main energy I get with Spirit kind of focusing on in this reading is like, listen, things are hitting the fan. Your past life is kind of like going up in flames. So it could be very dramatic. It could be a lot going on. Old friends, old partners maybe coming back to you, trying to save them from that Judgment card, trying to save them from the Tower, trying to save them from the karma. And here you are with the Star card, walking into your abundance, walking into your new life. Star card is being at the right place at the right time for optimal abundance. It's a happy, positive outcome. And people are hoping that you save them. Save them from fate. And I just feel like Spirit is going to be absolutely ruthless with that Judgment card energy. Like, Spirit is really not playing with people who have... It's like they've made their own bed and now they have to lay in it. It's as simple as that. It's not even all about like, oh, Spirit is coming down with with a vengeance because they played you. It's just like, this is not even like that. It's just the result of their own actions. We got the 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Like, you're reaping what you sow. And I feel like Spirit is taking you away from this person in your old life in this situation because it was changing you. It was truly changing you. We got the 4 of Wands, more marriage energy. I'm not getting very much about them, to be honest. We got the 7 of Cups in reverse, letting us know that they're loyal, only focused on you. But it's almost like Spirit doesn't want you to dissociate from what is happening and what you're being called to as well. Like, a part of cycles closing may be you telling people to F off one final time. Like, sometimes closure is finally standing up to the person who's been keeping you stuck. Finally speaking your truth finally doing like what's always needed to be done. It's not always like Spirit just kind of handling everything for us. So I feel like Spirit doesn't want you to daydream too much about the future until we handle this past person. But I do see them going out sad. Don't be surprised if they grovel, if they beg, okay, if they do the most to try to keep you. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. They're being stopped in their track. Three of Pentacles. You're stepping into some sort of purpose. Three of Pentacles is a card of working with the universe. So if you've also been called to make moves in terms of like business, if you've been called to start something new, if you feel like you've been called to like a new purpose or a new life, yeah, I could verify that too with the Three of Pentacles. And I feel like you're getting out just in the nick of time, just before things get too bad. So if you're already in a situation where you're shacked up with someone and you're like, I don't know how to get this person out of my house, or I'm dependent on them because I live with them, Spirit is going to save you from that situation. Or if it feels like a soul contract, you can't get away from this person energetically. It feels like you'll just find them in the next life, or if there's a lot going on. I feel like Spirit's going to come in with some opportunities for you, make it easy for you, and save you like just in the nick of time. We have chaos and conflict and loyal heart. Yep, never-ending story and fork in the road and breathe at the bottom of the deck. So this is the calm before the storm. It's likely going to get messy before it gets clean, not going to lie. Fork in the road and never-ending story. Spirit is calling you to end this cycle and to be actively a part of this process. So I feel like you will have to take some opportunity. I don't feel like Spirit is calling you to stand up to someone necessarily, unless this is someone that you're not connected to. Like if this is someone who can't physically get to you, then yes, you may be called to stand up to them. But if this is like a living situation and this person is, you know, violent or crazy or anything like that, Spirit's not going to call you to, you know, stand up to them, because that would put you in a compromising position. But this could look like Spirit bringing in like someone who's connected, who has the ability to get you out of that situation, and you saying, okay, yes, I'm going to remove myself from this situation. So we got chaos and conflict and loyal heart. Spirit can see your loyalty. Spirit can see how dedicated you have been, and you will be rewarded for that. With a loyal person, Seven of Cups in reverse, and Four of Wands, someone who's willing to fully commit. But there's a whole lot going on in the meantime, I'm not going to lie, group 2. That is what I have for you. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the Yellowstone and the Blue Rider Waite, this is your reading. Tapping in to see what new relationship, what new connection is coming soon, and we will see what will happen. Who is this that is coming in? Spirit for group 3 with the Yellowstone. Please show us for group 3. What new relationship is coming in for them? What new connection is coming up? One of these flipped over, I think. Let's see. Yep. Ooh, we got pathway and high honor. So this is an opportunity to quantum leap, group 3. This is something that is unexpected. This is something that you haven't planned for. We got the adjudication card here. And if you look on the card, it's even like giving judgment card from the tarot vibes, where Spirit is, you know, having to assess the situation from a higher perspective and kind of deal out some karma. And it looks like with this pathway and high honor, you have an opportunity to escape. You have an opportunity to leave your current life through this connection. You have an opportunity to achieve high honor as well. So for those of you who have been called to anything, I would say recently, I would say that that thing is likely, very much so likely, to bring you high honor, high respect, high reward, lots of money, lots of connections, lots of notoriety kind of vibes. So, I mean, even if you were called, say, a year ago to do something, but you've just now really felt that pull to pursue it, I would still say it's likely that there's going to be a very distinct and clear pathway, a very distinct and clear opportunity presented to you in the near future. So look out for that. For some of you, it's going to be a job. For some of you, it's going to be a connection. For some of you, it's something that Spirit has, again, already called you to. So I would definitely say lean into that, because that pathway, that opportunity is leading you to high honor and some really, really good karma. And it feels like people have really wanted to be attached to you for this reason. I mean, friends and romantic relationships. It's almost like everyone can feel your potential, and they've been fighting to kind of get a seat at the table, get a seat in your life. People want to stay connected to you just enough so they can reap rewards of the things that are going to manifest in your life. Because they can see your potential, or they can see that you're naturally a lucky person. You have something important being called to you. This is a real Cinderella story here. We got toil and labor, and then we have the lovers. Yo, you guys are literally leveling up through a person, just like Cinderella. Relationships are a huge quantum leap. You can tap into a lifestyle that you had zero connection to through other people. And that's friendships as well. Being friends with the right person can definitely, link you with a lot of benefits. But with the Lovers card here, I'm getting strong like tarot energy. I feel like I'm reading out of the major arcana. It's not. It's an oracle deck. It's the Kipper. But it feels like I'm reading off the major arcana. Adjudication gives me strong Judgment card energy. Toil and labor is giving me like devil vibes. And then we have the Lovers card, which is a major arcana card as well. So, and then I forgot to even read on this one. So we got the false person here, group 3. So there's someone who's in your life who knows that they're not a good fit, but they've been leeching off of you, trying to stay connected to you. And I feel like it's been misaligning you to your Lovers card, to the real relationship. And I feel like this person knew that from jump. I feel like they knew that they weren't truly a real connection to you, but they tried to fit themselves into your life. They tried to fit themselves into that position, but they're just not. Like, they're just simply not that person. But I feel like they've been trying so hard to appear like that person so that you don't give them the boot, so that you don't give up on them. There's a false lover. It could be a false soulmate, a false twin flame. It could even be like a fake friend. But there's definitely someone in your energy that's been trying so hard to meet your expectations, to meet your standards, to meet your desires, what it is you want and need from a relationship, but they just don't. They just don't. And I feel like that person is getting some karma for trying to force themselves into your life, because I feel like they have received some messages, or they've had an inner knowing that they're getting in your way, that they're stopping your potential. I feel like they've had some sort of message or inner knowing that it's just not them. It's just not them. But they've been ignoring all of that and trying to like force their way into your life. There's a police siren outside. Strong energy of like them being held accountable. Yeah, we got the imprisonment card that just came out. So for some of you, this could be family. For some of you, this could be where you live, but you've been restricted. That's the thing that I get overall. With toil and labor, it's like you've been working hard, working harder than other people have to. For some of you, unfortunately, you may even be like the black sheep, which I'm an only child, so I don't really resonate with black sheep energy personally, because it's like, when you don't have any siblings, what are you going to compare it to? But I feel that energy super strongly for you guys. I feel that super strongly with you guys with toil and labor, where it's like even your siblings may have, kind of put you through it to a degree, just like Cinderella, how Cinderella was doing all the housework and doing all of this and all of that for everyone. Now I'm seeing the scene where her sister tries to fit her big stompers into the shoes. Like, it's not your shoes, girl. This is not your story. You are not the princess. You are not Cinderella. Spirit for group 3. I feel like someone in your life has been trying to get you to settle. We have accepting differences and instigator slash setup. And usually this is a good vibe where it's like, oh, you know, one of your friends around you are linking you with someone. They're getting you out of your comfort zone. They're helping you walk towards someone. But I just get dark vibes, like evil stepsister vibes, where it's like this instigator slash setup. You may have a friend or a sibling or family that tries to get you to settle, especially if you come from a culture that really goes hard on those like traditional values. You may have the aunties, okay, your elder family members trying to convince you that cooking and cleaning for eternity is a happy life. Popping out kid after kid, sacrificing your entire life for everyone else. You may have people around you trying to convince you and imprison you into accepting that life. And it just feels like you want something more. So there's an opportunity coming to get you out of there. I just heard school. So this is so ironic. We literally have the prince slash princess treatment that came up as we're literally talking about the original, you know, the OG herself, Cinderella. But there's an opportunity coming for a few of you. This may be through a job. And it's giving a vibe where it's like your family may want you to work the family business, or they may have their own idea of success. Like, you know, being successful means being a doctor or being a nurse or doing this and doing that. And I just see you detaching from that because it's not your idea of happiness. It's not your idea of success. And you're just coming to this place where you can no longer live your life for other people anymore. We have prince slash princess treatment and exclusive. So this person is putting you as their number one. They're exclusively yours. You're not going to have to share them, not have to share them with family, not have to share them. Like, that may even be a thing where it's like, as a wife or as a husband, you're expected to show up at other people's households and help them out too. Or to, you know, do XYZ for, you know, the parents. Wow, we got a previous lover showing up in this reading. So I really do feel a strong energy of pressure of a previous lover trying to stay in your life, or friends and family trying to convince you that whoever is enough for you, someone that you've already decided you don't want to be with though. It feels like a lot of pressure for whatever reason. You may even feel pressure, to be honest, like, especially if you've been single for a while, it's hard to take that leap of faith. It's hard to trust that something, someone better, greater will come in and, you know, give you the opportunity of a lifetime. But I'm telling you, like, literally, we got second chance and previous lover that came up. Group 3, there's a previous lover in your energy. And this is not sent from spirit. The more they keep trying, the more they keep trying to fight what spirit is already telling them, they're going to have like the most crazy tower moment in their life happen. The most crazy judgment card energy in their life happen. But this is not a test. Spirit is not sending this person to you to come bother you to see if one last time to make sure before you can go to the next phase. Like, sometimes it's like that, sometimes. But not all the time, and this is not one of those times. Spirit is not sending this person to you. This person is trying to weasel their way into your life because they want you. They see your values, they see your benefit, and they feel like they would, you know, benefit from you. That is why they're coming back. We even got bees to honey, so you may have had like a recent glow up, level up, mind, body, and soul. Whatever area you've been working on, it could be spiritually, you've been ascending, doing some spiritual work, some Akashic record work, some inner child healing. This could be physically, you tapping into a new lifestyle, like, you know, trying to eat better, being more active. Or this could be mentally. People are so attracted to your mind right now because you won't put up with the BS. And it's very, very attractive. And it's got someone trying to come back. But we have predicted romance and soft for you. So you may have been getting different messages for a while now of like the same kind of person coming through where it feels like this person kind of whisks you away, where they're soft for you, where they're exclusive, where they give you, you know, prince/princess treatment, where you really get your Cinderella moment. And that's finally coming through. So it's taken some time. There may have been a delay somewhere along the line, or honestly, you may have gotten wrapped up with this previous lover and that kind of like shifted your timeline and took you off the market temporarily. But you're finally free or ready to break free. And this new energy is on the horizon. And these people, the more they keep trying, the more they're going to start getting karma. And it don't matter if it is family, okay? TT will get hers. She better chill out. She better stop trying to convince you to take her life, you know, and trade your happiness, your potential for what she got. She better stop. She gonna get that karma. Spirit, can you tell us more? We got the Tower in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, the Moon in reverse. You're getting a lot of major arcana right away. And with the Tower in reverse and the Chariot in reverse, that's the thing. People are trying to avoid it. And I feel like that's how they avoided karma before. You may have been calling out to Spirit like world reverse. Why? Like, dude, people literally see you as like their world card, like everything. Family, friends, everyone. You may have pretty privilege and that's why people want to be your friend, or you may be well connected. You may have a friend who's got money or who's got some sort of perceived value, because it just feels like people want to be connected to you either because of your value or your potential or the value that someone who is close to you, someone who you are close to has. And I feel like that's how someone got away with something in the past, by getting you like Tower in reverse, Chariot in reverse. People are trying to avoid karma. People are trying to avoid the tower coming and crashing down on them. And I feel like the way that they avoided karma before was by getting you to come back in agreement with people, because that's the thing. When you ask Spirit, like, how come XYZ hasn't gotten their karma? When you come back with someone, become back friends with someone, get back in a relationship with them, you're balancing the scales in that moment. So there is no karma, because you forgive them by being with them again and starting on a new path for them. So no, karma's not going to play out for all that stuff that happened before them, because you've just balanced the scales by forgiving them and choosing to start over with them again. You know, when you cut people off, you got to cut them off for good, especially if you want karma to play out, because when you go back into agreement with people, that's how you canceled out the karma, because you essentially balance the scales. So there's nothing to collect. You've forgiven it. You know? You can't say, Spirit, please give this person karma while you're still with them, because then the karma is going to affect you. And then it's like giving you karma. So anywho, yeah, a lot of people are trying to avoid what's meant for them at this point. A lot of people are trying to keep you from your happily ever after, but we have the Three of Pentacles, so Spirit will reign supreme. What is meant to happen will happen 1000%. And with the Moon in reverse, I feel like they know. People know that this time is different. People can sense that your energy is very different. You seem empowered. You also seem detached, like you do not care. You're no longer like sitting heavy in your heart space, allowing guilt to run your whole life. Yeah. Spirit. People are trying to make it up to you. I'm so annoyed. Empress card at the bottom of the deck, which is good. But I'm like trying to get like the info about the new person, and these people just keep coming up. So I feel like it's multiple people, definitely multiple people, multiple energies, like multiple family members or family members, and then friends, and then this person and that person. It feels like it's just people coming at all angles. Honestly, it's a mess. And with the Empress card, it's ultimately because they can see your value and they know that this time is going to be different. Eight of Wands, you're moving forward very quickly. I see you skirting off on everyone. They're not going to see it coming. It's going to be so quick and matter of fact with you stepping into this relationship. We got the Six of Cups. So this relationship is going to feel like your first crush kind of energy. It's going to feel like your first relationship. Something about it feels very sweet, very romantic. This person takes care of you, and I also see them babying you a little bit. Like something about this feels like they kind of spend extra time babying you. Like, they may do little cutesy things, like even try to feed you, not gonna lie, like take off your makeup after a day out, or, you know, there's just like this energy of them like really babying you, being there for you, and being like extra cute, extra lovey-dovey with you, extra soft. It's like they treat you like a glass rose. Like, I have to be so delicate with it. We got the Nine of Pentacles reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse, and the Two of Swords reverse. So Two of Swords reverse is too late. You're illuminated. You already know. Knight of Cups in reverse, I see you closed off to love offers, people, places, things that are no longer in alignment with you. So this could be family, this could be friends, this could be old venues that used to go and hang out. You don't go there anymore. You're not going there. This is a whole level up energy. Spirit for group 3, can you tell us about this connection? As you're stepping into this relationship, everyone's trying to stop you, but it's like Eight of Wands, Two of Swords in reverse. It's too late. It's too late. They can't stop you. We have real feelings and love language affirmations. So this person may really love to speak life into you, to tell you things that make you feel loved. They like to let you know vocally that they care for you, that they love you, that they want to be with you. They're very vocal. Ooh, uh-oh. I'm getting that in a sacral chakra kind of way. They're very vocal. Okay. Hey now. Real Feeling says you share true romantic feelings worth exploring. Love language affirmation says loving words hold great power. So this person, as they kind of speak life into you, I'm kind of seeing like a rose that looks kind of dead, you know, it's slumped over, and it's like as this person speaks over you, you literally straighten up. You get your color again. You literally may even have a glow up being in this connection. Like, your skin may get better. Like, you know, you may start to like physically look better being in this connection. We have Memento and reaching out. Memento says a gift from someone special. So this person may also like to give gifts. They like to show you through gifts that they care about you. They like to show you, I'm really interested, I'm connected, I feel this too. Here's a gift, here's a show, here's something visible to really prove how I feel. Words and actions. And then we have reaching out. It says expect a call or a text from your person of interest. I hope this is not talking about that old person. For some of you, you may still have feelings for the person of the past, even though you may know that they're no good for you, or even though that you know there would be a lot of sacrifice required in order to be with that person. You may still be hoping that they reach out. They're definitely going to reach out. If there's anything I could say, it's definitely that. They're definitely going to reach out, because I don't see any acceptance of the way that, you know, chips have fallen for them. If anything, I see people trying to do anything that they can in their power to get a different outcome as the tower is dropping. So you'll get that message, but definitely someone, I would say, a lot better coming through, a quantum leap for you. That's what I have for you, group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the purple stone and the purple Rider Waite, this is your reading. Tapping in to see what new relationship is coming in soon. What new connection is coming into your life, group 4? With who will that be with? And what will happen? Spirit, this is for group 4 with the purple stone. Please show us for group 4. What new relationship, connection, person is coming in for group 4? And what will happen? So right away, tapping in, I'm getting 2 different energies. First of all, we have the mature woman, and then we have high honor. Okay, so that's making it more clear. Because right away I was feeling like, ooh, some of you guys may be getting hooked up by your mom, by your aunt, by some sort of older woman in your life, by their mom, by their aunt. This person's parent may be coming in like, listen, I have a son for you, I have a daughter for you, please. You guys would be perfect. But then we got high honor that just came out with the mature woman. So this is actually making me feel like I'm tapping into someone who's in their feminine energy, who is ready, who is mature, who has been ready. And the thing about being mature, especially when you're younger and you have that kind of old soul, is typically people in your age group, they're not really feeling that. They want to be, crazy. They want to be toxic. They want to have fun. They don't want to tap into responsibility quite yet. So it can mean that you kind of get the shorter end of the stick, which is unfair because, if you're mature, that means you're more ready, you're more in alignment, you're more valuable when it comes to a long-term connection. But you end up having to wait longer than people who aren't ready or who are toxic, who aren't doing the right thing. So I just feel like group 4, you're my pile that has really done the work and that has really been holding yourself up to like a high standard. And you've been maturing, you've been growing, and you're finally about to have your moment. You're going to receive high honor for the work that you have done. It's giving me like kept woman, kept man kind of vibes too, like basketball wife energy, but not basketball wife in the sense of the show where it's like drama, but like, the wife or the astute husband of an athlete or an entertainer or someone who's famous, someone who has a good amount of money. Like, it's giving me that kind of vibe where it's like you are the kept partner of someone who is high up in some way. Spirit, for group 4. What do we got for group 4? Nice. Yeah, and it feels like everyone around you, it's just, I hate this energy. Is just so annoying. We have concern and imprisonment. It's one thing to know that you're mature or you're above like your age group in the sense that you're more like advanced or developed than them. And then to have like people around you concerned, like, when are you going to have babies? When are you going to do this? When are you going to do married? When are you going to do that? And we also have the child card here. This could be concern coming from, friends and family wondering why you haven't gotten in a relationship yet or worried about you. You may be living your whole, like, your best life. Because I get that a lot, quite a bit too. If it doesn't make sense, I'm not going to be in a relationship. So I've had like, periods where I've gone years, plural, like years, long periods of time without being in a relationship and without even talking to anyone romantically. Because for me, if it's not like perfect, if it doesn't make sense, if we're not a good match, I'm not a settling kind of person. And plus, I don't know, I'm an only child, so it's easy for me to be alone. If anything, it's more comfortable for me to be alone. Relationships are harder for me personally. So maybe it's just a personal thing, but you could be living your best life. And it's like, people are like, oh, you're alone. And it's like, okay, but you're over there struggling with that man that is cheating on you. So how about that? Worry about, what you got going on, and I'll worry about mine. But you just may have people like all up in your business trying to project onto your life and trying to tell you that you're lonely when, yeah, they may not be lonely, but they may be on the other side of the spectrum, overcrowded, okay? In that house, not making enough, you know what I'm saying, to expand. And they got, animals and kids and all sorts of stuff. At least you ain't got that. So listen, don't let people project on you, group 4. But I also feel this in the sense that some of you guys are worried because you may be a single parent, single mom, single father, whatever, single parent. And there's a child that looks up to you and that needs you, and you are getting a bit worried because it is hard to do on your own. And you may feel imprisoned by your current situation. Maybe you make good amount of money, but you don't make enough to like level up and completely change your life. Maybe you're in a good position when it's just you, but when it's you plus a child, the plot kind of thickens and it gets a bit harder to take care of yourself. I feel like you're doing what you can, and I feel like there's a lot of projection around you and on you, but we have the house card here. I do see you switching homes through your next connection. Your next relationship is going to give you the ability to level up. I really feel financially. Like this person, they either are well off, have their own business that makes really good money, or there's someone who's super plugged in and has the ability to connect you to people who will help you, which will be nice, especially if you already have your own dreams, if you like to work, if you wouldn't mind, you know, being in the relationship with someone who takes care of you, but you still want to be busy and kind of have your own life, have your own thing. Yeah, this person is going to give you the best of both worlds in that sense by linking you with people who are going to make it easier for you to be successful and have your own business and have your own life and success. We have the courthouse, which is all about official documents, marriage contracts. So for you, group 4, it is giving that this is a potential marriage partner. And we have the thoughts card here. So it seems like you're deep in thought about something. Honestly, I feel like it's just an energy of you reflecting on your past and wondering if it was worth it. Was it worth it for me to be single? Was it worth it for me to play it safe? Was it worth it for me not to turn up on those people? Was it worth it for me not to have my era where I got to be young, wild, and free and just kind of like mess up? And honestly, I feel like you're going to see that it was worth it. And, you know, don't allow people to project onto you and to tell you what your life is. Like, it's just not true, because a lot of people who are all out in the mix, and, you know, you may be a wallflower or a late bloomer. For people who are all out in the mix, trust, they have a bunch of trauma or stuff that does not get shared that they have to deal with. And on the outside, it looks like they're turned up, having fun, get a lot of attention, da-da-da. You have no idea what they're battling behind the scenes. You just don't know. So don't allow people to project onto you. But yes, we got coming to fruition. So if you've been praying, asking Spirit, God, the divine, your ancestors, your spirit guides to really come to your aid and help you manifest something big, to take you out of your current situation, to take you out of whatever imprisonment that you're facing, to provide for you and your child, to give you a new home, I do see you getting that blessing. I do see that manifesting for you. Spirit, what can you tell us about this person coming through? I feel like there's endings happening at the same time as new beginnings. Ooh, listen, one of your ex, yeah, nice. Okay, so we got the wait is over. I'm telling you, we have the wait is over. So for those of you who are late bloomers, or for those of you who didn't have like that, you know, era where you just got to do your thing and where you did any and everything you wanted to do, it's okay. You are getting your moment. But listen, there is someone in your energy who wants to be this person for you. And I just feel like they don't match up. They can't leave you alone. They want you. They're like addicted to your energy. And we have invisibility spells. So Spirit is saying like, listen, you may need to flat out do some protection work and some banishing work on this person, or some invisibility due to this person. I sell custom spell work on my Etsy shop. I will make you invisible to this person where they literally will not be able to perceive you, so they can leave you alone. And I will banish them back to the nether regions if they are trying it, if they really are trying it. But there is someone in your energy with invisibility spell that keeps trying to act like they're the person that you want, the person that you need, the person that you've been looking for. We have curtain call, 10 out of 10 performance. So this person, to be honest, may even be exposed for trying to pretend to be the person for you when they're just flat out not. There is someone in your energy who I feel like is really good with words. This person could even be someone who wanted to be like a rapper, someone who uses their words, a poet, a writer. This could be someone who is like trying to be an entertainer or an actor or something like that. But with invisibility spell, Spirit is like, you really need to do your best to be invisible to this person, to banish this person, to get out of their energy, to get them out of your energy, because there is a relationship coming to a close where someone has been trying to pretend so hard to be the person that you want them to be, or the person that you need, and they're just not. It feels like someone who will hit you up every, however often, try to be around you, try to talk to you, and then they'll just ghost. Try to tell you everything you want to hear. And then when, you start to see through the cracks. They'll start to feel that. They'll start to feel exposed, and then they'll dip out again. We have subtle intimacy and moldable. So I feel like this person, you have this connection going on with them, and it's very subtle. They're subtle, intimate moments. This could be a coworker. This could be someone you see in public, or someone in your friend group. And I say that because there's really no reason to have subtle intimacy with someone that, like, if you guys are connecting one-on-one and there's no one else around, there's no reason for them to like kind of hide how they feel. But I don't know, for some of you, maybe it does stem from like, you know, childhood, or, you know, them having their own issues with expressing their emotions. But at a certain point, you kind of just got to say like, listen, I understand what you've gone through, but I can't be the one to sit here forever for that, or I can't deal with that forever. So it's like, that very well may be true, but I also can't sit here and wait, you know what I'm saying, for things to change or for you to get through that. At some point, you're going to have to express yourself. And it just kind of feels like someone who won't do that. With the moldable card, I do feel like they are moldable. It feels like a younger soul. I just saw 1212 on the camera. It feels like someone who is moldable, someone who is able to meet your expectations for a short period of time, but you always have to guide them there, and it's always temporary. They run out of steam because ultimately they're just not that person. So we have mutual feelings and showing vulnerability. You may have some options group for. This is a reading that's really geared towards new love, but there's someone coming in super strong in your reading who doesn't want to let you go and who does want to be with you. The feelings are mutual. And they're going to be showing more vulnerability moving forward. And I feel like it's because they have to, because they can feel that you're moving on. They can feel someone else coming into your life. I mean, you're about to have your golden moment with the wait is over and coming to fruition. So I feel like this person is putting in kind of like a last ditch effort to try to be the guy you need, the girl you need, the person you need. Spirit, for the new connection, where they are being treated very well, taken care of, married, serious opportunity with courthouse. Can you tell us more about this connection? How is this coming together? Well, we do have the Two of Pentacles coming up, so there is a decision to be made. If you do want to move forward with this new connection, Spirit is saying you are going to have to make a decision. And I feel like that's because of the house. Like, I was getting an energy of some of you having to move. So it's like, yeah, Page of Wands, that's a new start. 8 of Wands, that's a very quick decision. So if you're between two different options, you're not going to be able to move quick enough to step into this new connection. It kind of feels like you really do have to let go. So I would say let go before you even get in that position, because it's way, way harder when it's like, okay, you got two people fighting over you, because that in itself is enough to keep you stuck. Because it feels good to have two people at the same time, like, wanting you. You finally get to have like that moment where it's like, yes, I'm the chosen one. Everybody's fighting over me. Like, oh my God, I got all these options. Oh my God. Like, it can make you feel like, oh, it's just a lot. But you have to resist, group 4. You have to resist that temptation. I mean, honestly, for me, I would definitely choose the newer option, especially with coming to fruition and the wait is over. That lets us know that this manifestation that you've been calling in, whatever you've been praying for, asking for, reaching to the universe for, is coming to fruition. So I would never, ever, ever compromise that for, you know, someone. And I feel like you may have before. Yeah, we got the 4 of Wands and the 7 of Swords, Knight of Swords in reverse, and the 4 of Cups in reverse. So I don't feel like we got some repeating 4s energy. We got the Tower card in reverse at the bottom of the deck. You got some repeating 4s. You may be seeing 404, 414. But I just don't feel like this person, they always lose steam. And the 7 of Swords with the 4 of Wands in reverse, I don't feel like they're going to offer you a solid commitment like the new person. So for me, it's just clear as day what would be the better option. Because this person, 4 of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse, they may have a poverty mindset. They may always get demotivated. You could even look like in their life and probably see different things that they've quit on. different hobbies. One day they wanted to work on cars. They don't work on cars anymore. One day they wanted to do their own business. They got all those, all that equipment sitting in the garage, or, these things that they haven't pursued in a long time. They used to want to be a rapper or an entertainer, and now they just play the game all day. Like, they just started doing other things. Like, it kind of just feels like someone who feels a bit demotivated, and they kind of just seek temporary fulfillment, whatever's going to make them feel good in the now. Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is someone who's kind of given up hope for themselves. So, I mean, I don't have very much else to say about them. King of Wands in reverse, I don't feel like they're the one. Spirit, show us about the new energy, please. It must be someone who you do have a heart for, because the fact that they're showing up, like, this is either someone who may have been orphaned by a past relationship or by their parents in childhood, or someone that you still have quite a bit of heart for, because they're showing up so strongly in this read. Spirit, show us about the new energy, please. We have natural evolution. Let the situation unfold naturally is what it says at the bottom of the card. And that's what I feel too with coming to fruition and the wait is over and mature woman coming up in the beginning of your reading. I just saw 1717 on the camera. I feel like a lot of this has been natural evolution, because it feels like you had been like the more mature one, always like out of your age group and out of your peers. So there's that one. And then we have bonding and forgiveness. So I feel like you may even reach forgiveness through this connection. You may forgive your past partner through bonding with this person. You may forgive yourself through bonding with this person, forgiving yourself for staying somewhere too long, or for accepting things that you shouldn't have, or for things that you let slide, for decisions that you didn't make, for opportunities you didn't take. Bonding says, as you get to know each other, you discover you have many things in common. So I feel like this person has perspective that they can give you. And also understanding of your upbringing specifically is coming out for me, and your journey. This person understands what you've gone through, and they have empathy for you. So it's like when you talk, it doesn't feel like you're just kind of dumping on them, because they've experienced something similar, or they can relate. So that'll be really nice. And then we have forgiveness. It says allowing healing waters to wash away any pain of the past. So a lot of healing happening through this connection. Very strong connection between the two of you. We got psychic connection here. So you guys may finish each other's sentences. You may feel very connected in a third eye sense, in a spiritual sense, in a crown chakra sense. You may dream of each other, dream with each other. There could also just be a strong spiritual energy here. Like, I feel like an energy of like a spiritual couple that is very connected, very strongly connected, and does little exercises that connect you further. Psychic connection says your communication goes beyond mere words. And then friendly support says fairies, guides, and friends are giving aid. So yeah, there's a strong energy of your spiritual team being in support of you. I feel you finally getting your golden moment. And honestly, I feel like some of this forgiveness has to be for you to forgive yourself for the things that you didn't do, because you're looking at your journey and you're like, you're not feeling like, for some of you, you have very much to show for it, because you're finally coming into your moment where you're stepping into a relationship, but you're thinking about all these other people who got to have one before you. But it's all coming together better than you could have dreamt it yourself. And allow the universe to surprise you, to wow you, and to show you that. That's what I have for you, Group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading or any of my other magical offerings, all of that is down there. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon.